was listening to Toxsique Diamond, and she was basically reading out what Cardi B's publicist had to say about Azealia Banks and Cardi B. So I'm going to let her read this.
That black people have become the racist and prejudicial people we hate. Y'all practice racial prejudice against one another, and it's effing disgusting. And then she went on to say, I'm so over this woke sleep. Go back the F to sleep already. You fake activists are the problem, creating division amongst a race and a culture because of your own insecurities with your own color of your skin. Society chooses who they want to look at, who they want to hear on the radio. Who succeeds is based on the number of people that support them. No one gains notoriety in their own. The people give it to them. She went on to say, you want to base the success of people on the tone of their skin. Kendrick, SZA, Tiffany Haddish, did they win because they are black too? Let's argue. This B is trying to utilize the advocacy of black women to bring another woman of color down. She is manipulating black women to side with her because she understands the sensitivity of the subject. Y'all so woke, but sis is standing for black women when in actuality she has only blashed a black woman and further her own agenda and garner attention for her stale music career. Sis is a whole Trump supporter looking for the support of the black community against a non-issue. You want to be an advocate? You want to advocate for black men who are wrongfully jailed. Advocate for women who have no voice. Stop advocating against the success of a woman who has done nothing but live and speak her truth. Honey, you ain't...
Okay, so I have a lot to say about this whole thing. The first part is, why the hell can't people admit that they have some privilege? It's like when you tell people that for you it is easier because you have privilege as a light-skinned Latino woman. You can go out, you can be crazy and twerk while you're 6 months pregnant, and you can do these things. And as a dark-skinned woman, if we were be doing these things, you'd be calling us all kinds of hood burgers and roaches and all kinds of negative things because we have dark skin and because you associate that with being dark-skinned or being ghetto, being ratchet. And so if we were to have the same behavior you have, it wouldn't fucking go down. It wouldn't fucking work. It'd be trash. And so here's my thing. There is privilege in Cardi B because no one else, no dark-skinned woman could get away with the stuff that she does and be like put up and hailed up as, oh my god, I love Cardi B, I love Cardi B, I love Cardi B. It's like, no, they'd be like, she needs to get it together, she's about to be a mother soon, like all that kind of shit would come with backlash. So there is that point. And for her to say that black people have become the racist and prejudiced ones, I've noticed that when black people start standing up for themselves, we start loving ourselves and really understanding who we are as people and saying that, hey, it's okay to be dark skinned, it's okay to have, it's okay to be black. That's when we get labeled as racist. It's like, no, I'm not racist. I just like black people. I'm just trying to undo years and years and years worth of trauma and take care of myself and take care of my people. And why is that racist? Why is that racist? So, just something that I have noticed when it comes to black people standing up in their own truth and standing up in who they are, is that they get called racist, or we're becoming the racist ones now. I'm sick of this fake woke stuff. This is about self-love, and that's about it. And that's the truth. This whole movement of being woke or whatever people are trying to say, it's about loving yourself. And when you start the journey to loving yourself, it kind of looks different, and it kind of like it takes time to get it in a groove. You know, to get in the groove of loving yourself in a way that is productive, in a way that is healthy. So I see forward progression. And when I see people trying to undermine that forward progression, I say, what's up with that? Like, her publicist should have shut the hell up. She did not need to speak out. She did not need to say anything. She did not need to clap back. Publicist is supposed to stop you from clapping back. She's supposed to make sure that you're good and that you don't have to say anything. Shut up. Be quiet. You talk too much. Homegirl, you never shut up. Like, why are you talking? Why are you talking? Be quiet. be quiet. Tell Cardi B to be quiet. Tell her to stay off Instagram, because at this point you just kind of admitted, you didn't admit, but you kind of like proved what Azealia was saying, is that Cardi B only now fell into blackness because of its convenience to her. So by saying that black people have become the racist ones or whatever, you're actually admitting that Cardi B did not identify with black until she started becoming a rapper, and that's when she started being black. But here's the truth: these people, like, okay, I already had talked about this earlier, and I didn't put it out yet, but I'm gonna say it again. These people, Whoa Vicky, Lil Tay, whoever the fuck else, there's another one, Lil Tay, Whoa Vicky, and the bad girl from Dr. Phil, I forget her name. These people have the privilege to put on this hood ratchetness. I want to do what I want and be hood and be ratchet, and they have the privilege to do that and capitalize on it. And it is wrong. It is wrong because it's not equal across the board. The closer you are to blackness, the closer that privilege gets straight taken away. Because no one looks at Whoa Vicky and says, wow, white women are really out here wilding. They just say, well, she's crazy or she's fun, or let's pull her. It's the same thing with Rachel Dolezal. Let's just put her to the front of the forefront, because let's just push her to the front of being seen, so she can capitalize off of her ignorance. It's not fair. It's not fair. It's not right. And it kind of pisses me off, low key, high key, because black people can't do that same shit. But the reason why they like it is because it reminds them of blackness, like this idea of like caricature of blackness. They like it because they can get close enough to touch it, but they don't have to actually be involved in it. So that's my whole thing, is that you have to admit that is a thing, that is real. And if you can't admit that is real, then there's something wrong with you. Like, I'm sick of people not just keeping it at 100. And I also want to blame these damn men. These black men who are in the industry, put these women up on these pedestals, and sometimes they don't belong there. Sometimes I'm not saying Cardi B isn't talented. I'm not saying because I was with her music, What's Poppin'. I love that song, but the facts are the facts. And just because it's Azealia Banks who is saying the facts doesn't make them any less true. Now, that's a whole separate issue. I love Azealia Banks. I'm going to say that right off the bat. I love her. I love her music. I was thinking about making the Azealia Banks video about her new Anna Wintour song. I love Azealia Banks, and I've been fucking with Azealia Banks for years now. But I recognize that she is insane. And, my love for her is purely artistic. It has nothing else to do with anything else. And that's the bottom line with her. But she was telling the truth. She's telling the truth. And I think that for her, it is a matter of it's not really exploiting the issue, because the issue is a reality that a lot of black, dark-skinned women in the industry have to deal with. Look at fucking Little Kim. Look at her skin. Look what she did to herself. I don't think she's exploiting it, but I do think that she's jealous-ass hater. I think she's a jealous hater, because she's been doing this for a long time. She writes her own music. She's very talented, and she ain't popped off partly because she doesn't partly because of her attitude, and another part is no one of these rappers or these labels are going to put on a dark skin, like just a dark skinned chick. Like, it's harder for them to get out. Otherwise, Remy Ma would be bigger, fucking Azealia Banks would be bigger, and they always want to bring up SZA and Kendrick Lamar, and everyone knows it's different from black men from black women. Black men can be as dark as night. They look at Kodak Black's ass. You think so? You telling me that those rappers, those men who are in charge of those rappers and those labels would sign a woman who looked like fucking Kodak Black? Don't be stupid. Don't be dumb. And it's not Cardi B's fault that she has an advantage, but you have got to acknowledge the advantage. You have got to acknowledge the advantage. Otherwise, you're spitting in the face of the people who have the disadvantage. And that's all there is to it. And so when I was hearing that, I was like, what kind of publicist is this? She need to shut the fuck up. Like, she's going to get everybody in their fucking feelings, everybody pissed, because you know what she's saying? Like, part of what she's saying is true, but another part is, when she started off by saying black people have become the racist ones now, no, bitch. No, cut it out. What this is a journey to loving yourself, to appreciating yourself, and to finding blackness. And if that means we have to be overzealous at first, fine. What's wrong with that? That means we overzealous at first until we fall back and figure out who it is we are and how it is we want to love. Then that's fine. I see nothing wrong with that. And I just think it's completely like, just why don't you just shut up? Why do you have to? Why are you talking? Just be quiet. Let Cardi B be pregnant, let her have her success. She's got money. She's got money coming in. People love her. And yet when the first person says that they don't like Cardi B falls the fuck apart. It's like, people aren't always going to like you. People don't have to love you. They don't have to like you. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's like low-key, like kind of like weak a little bit. Like, she's not made for this life. Like, look how many people hate Azealia Banks. And she's just out here, she's just chilling. Like, I don't know. So I just feel like it's kind of weak. Like, people aren't obligated to like you. They don't have to like you. They don't have to like how easy it was for you to pop off. You went from stripping to making music to loving hip hop, and now you're everywhere. No one has to like that.